Begin tonight with the new COVID clusters in New York City and word from Governor Cuomo that hospitalizations in one area of town are growing so much he's opening a field hospital.
And so today the southern portion of Staten Island moved to an orange zone. That means restaurants, gyms, salons and schools will all have to close. CBS 2's Jenna DeAngelis live in South Beach, Staten Island right now for us. Jenna.
Maurice and Natalie, Governor Cuomo said hospitalizations have spiked here on Staten Island and hospital capacity is becoming an issue. So the state is reopening an emergency COVID patient facility here to be ready for what could come. This has become the norm. People lining up for COVID tests across Staten Island from this Highland Boulevard City MD to the ferry terminal as coronavirus cases continue to rise. The northern part of the borough entering the yellow zone, the southern orange, which for Andrew's Diner means no indoor dining yet again.
It's tough, as if it wasn't tough enough. We're doing everything we can with the procedures and things that they put in place for us to stay on top of, only to take a step backwards. It hurts.
The diner located in Great Kills, where the infection rate is 5.45%. Totenville is shy of 6%, where salons, gyms, and other non-essential businesses will also close.
We need to be sensitive to the small businesses in this community that have already suffered so much. I mean, to say that you can't eat in Great Kills, but you can eat in West Brighton, it's really sort of unfair.
Staten Island has such an issue that it has triggered a hospital capacity issue.
The state reopening an emergency COVID patient facility at South Beach Psychiatric Center that was used to help full hospitals at the height of the pandemic.
During the peak, we were treating a little over 300 people with COVID, but you have to remember that everything else in the hospital was shut down except for people that were coming in with grave emergencies.
The executive director of Staten Island University Hospital, which is currently treating more than 100 COVID patients, says this will allow for care of those with non-COVID issues. Even with parts of Staten Island and Upper Manhattan turning yellow, Mayor de Blasio says the city is focused on reopening schools.
The first thing we're going to focus on is getting what's called District 75 schools, special ed schools, back and up and running across all grades.
A looming concern, how holidays will play a factor in the spike in cases. Doctors urging you heed the warnings.
And you got to really think smart, because while you may not kill your aunt or your grandma or your uncle, you may sentence them to several weeks in the hospital, and nobody wants to do that.
Based on the current trends, Governor Cuomo says hospitalizations across the state could reach 6,000 in just 3 weeks, and that's not including holiday spikes. Now, as far as the zones go, the governor's office says they go into effect on Wednesday for businesses. We're live in the South Beach section of Staten Island. Jenna DeAngelis, CBS 2 News.